And off we go. Map numero uno. Rio Hardpoint. Pulse Blue going up against Old Family Esports. The Old Family tournament powered by Exalted Gaming. Well, at least we've seen some pretty close hardpoints so far. Maybe barring the Karachi that we saw last time in these sort of final few matchups that we've had. So hopefully it's just exciting, just as nail-biting of a series as we've sort of been having. The back and forth, the tug of war. Right off the bat, it is Old Family with the lead. Off of that P1 and into the P2. Pulse Blue. Forced to push from the front. Quacks going to come from the side here. Waiting for that call from the teammate saying, hey, we got the front side control. And there you go. A nice break. Quacks trying to win that gunfight against Crazy, but not going to happen. Crazy, I mean, he's been popping off through this series. Knocking shoulders, bumping into each other, saying, excuse me, no, after you. And realizing, wait a minute, I should not be friendly to this kind individual. The stun nade's being tossed about. Next set we go. Or sorry, next point we go. P3 now. This is P3 control initially under the hands of Old Family Esports, but we'll see if that remains the same here. This does start to get broken down. The setup not quite sturdy enough to hold off the Pulse Blue offensive hit. I like that from Crazy. The discipline to just kind of wait there a little bit. Somewhat of a riskier play because sometimes there's someone coming through mid, but overall still not the cleanest break, not a full break that you would have liked to see for the side of Old Family, but at least break in, get a couple points on the board there. But it's Pulse Blue. The spawns in their favor allow for a quick reaction. A quick push back up against Old Family Esports. And there you go, Insanity starts to go. He finds two. Why with one as well? That's two streak for Insanity. Why there with three as well. See yourself start to pull away with a bit of a lead here as you're up 40 points or so. Side of Pulse Blue, and well, that number is going to keep climbing for now. Insanity finds one, lines up a second. I think you know there's the other player up top, and Sandy making a three-piece, making him a meal out of it. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And the P4 is still going, and still 20 seconds left to be had there. Kind of leave it to number 5, saying, hey, you can pick up the scraps there. I'm full. I'm going over to the next point. Pulse Blue. A very dominant lead so far. That starts to develop even further. Old Family Esports, I mean, they came off hot, but they've sort of since slowed down since the P2, really. We've seen how we've seen how Old Family can kind of be. Slower starts, picking up later in the game. Certainly, I don't think you can ever really count them out of a series so far. And a good break onto the P5 here. 30 seconds left to go. They can sort of start to recover a little bit. Gain some ground they've lost. Avery still about, does get caught. P5 closes and Crazy Making sure no one's getting off of that over into P number 1, except for, I guess, Kwasi here. Let's turn our attention. Second set of rotations now. And both blue a pretty comfortable lead, almost 100 points. Actually, sorry, over 100 points now. And a good wipe from them as well. They will secure the P2 spawns. And Old Family Esports. They've been in a similar position. They've seen this before when they kind of got walked over in the hard point. Different map, but so far similar look. Number 6 in the back, Quacks with the cruise in hand, and certainly turning it up in the series as well. Before, Quacks was sort of struggling in the previous winners finals. But this time turning things around, going 14-11, you know, you kind of get that reboot, you know, you go, okay, time to lock in for real. Quacks walks away with one. I'll say, please don't get away. Him with one, with a nice second as well, and you keep P2 under control. You start to keep Pulse Blue at bay, and this is a nice little resurgence that you see. Well, it's followed by an unfortunate stun there. Didn't quite get the mastery arc that you needed to. Wow, nice little kill in the back, and while you're just looking for to secure these spawns, get control in the back. That may not matter if you have control on the hill itself, as you are now 20 points away from a win. Old Family Esports, last time around, they were able to sort of dig themselves out of a very deep hole they kind of found themselves in, but this time, not quite able to climb out of the 100-point mark so far. They're still fighting, you know, fight until the bitter end, but it is looking like this is going to be a map 1 that ends pretty quickly here. And just a few more seconds to go, and there you go. A late break from the side of Old Family Esports, but still 1v1 to be had. Why going to be winning that? Old Family is still going to keep flying at the point. Now 5 seconds left to go for the side of Pulse Blue, though. Old Family, the most you can do is try and really hope to not get 100-point club at this point. But a crew is being called upon. And well, Quacks, yeah, you get 1 kill, but unfortunately the second is going to be your teammate. And that's actually a very brutal kill, with Always Niles still posted up in the back here as well. He's able to hop on the point. No one else from the side of Pulse Blue is able to reinforce that now. They're going to have to kind of full send it. You see that dive come through. Always Niles is able to find another there in the mix as well. And Pulse Blue, I mean, they were 5 points away from winning on this hill. They've only gotten 1 off of it so far. Certainly always going to be a chance to win. But I think that cruise really became more of a detriment than it was a help. A Quack coming in. You make amends, maybe. No, not going to happen. But here you go. The point now under control for the side of Pulse Blue. They finish it off. They get the map 1 win. I mean, again, it's almost a heroic effort for Old Family Esports to stay in the map, but like before, too little, too late. I think a few less hills I just saw there of those heroics, and late resurgence that ends 250 to 220, but really there was a point where it could have ended 250 to like 70, so a good 50-point comeback there for the side of Old Family Esports. But it's not enough to fend off Pulse Blue. As Pulse Blue walks away with that 250, 120 to open up the grand finals here. Pulse Blue with a good opening hard point. Now the question becomes, do they keep up the momentum? Or Old Family Esports Can they come up with the win in the S&D? Currently, again, on stream, they're 2-1, I believe, in the S&Ds. Pulse Blue, we have yet to see the S&D gameplay from them, as they won their the grand finals 2-0. I forget. I think we got a Pulse Blue early in the winter side as well, with maybe one map, if I'm not mistaken. But off we go. Quick starts. Not really much time to breathe. The adrenaline, it's going. The S&D on Invasion. Now underway. In map 2 of this tournament. Quacks with the first blood. Number 2, always now not letting Insanity flank through the back. Well, there goes some nades. Quacks finding another there as well. Quacks! Just flies at that. Landing the shots. Quacks lighting up. Someone sign this guy to the CDL. That is a clip right there, that's for sure. Normally you don't fly like that, you know, you get the kill, and you maybe play for an intel a little bit, just get a glimpse, but oof, that was a challenge. That was just pure confidence there as well. You felt, you know, that's one of those plays where you kind of feel yourself going and you just don't stop. And well, Kwasi, unfortunately, a nade that you did not want to see. Quack's gonna keep things going now, 4-0 on a 4 streak. And Avery and Crazy left in a 2v3. Well, Crazy's going to win his gunfight there on the side. Avery on A going to be having a little bit more of a difficult time. 25 seconds left on the clock. A little bit under that now. Avery's not going to spot the guy behind the sandbag, but now you pop up. Crazy left. Crazy will just fall as well. And so ends the second round. 2-0 lead to start things off. Quacks could not think of any other man to end off that round. And with that, I mean, you might have secured the cruise. No, you're one off. You're so close. We're gonna stick on Quacks here. The aggression with the SMG is almost unmatched. And the AR in hand as well. I think got that last kill with an SMG. I guess he just picked it off of a dead player. No, I actually thought, I don't remember. I think he started off with an SMG. I guess Quacks is the flex player. Avery shouldering that. You see Quacks and you start to quake in your boots, say nope. Not challenging that. Avery once again tempting fate. One's able to get by a little bit here. Number 2. Start to push forward a little bit. Quacks, he does get gunned by Avery. Third time's the charm there in that engagement. And Quacks will not see a cruise. Quasi's left alone on the tractor. Trying to hold his own. He'll drop, and well, his teammates fall as well. That's why left alone. And well, you can't land the shots that you needed, and just like that, his old family Esports. Not letting Pulse Blue here get by, at least without a scratch in the S&D. Round 4 now. It's an opportunity for Old Family Esports to tie it up. we go. You see those stuns, utilities, and you certainly hear that door open. You're going to know it is going to be somewhat of a heavy B push. Those nades and stuns. And the smoke being tossed about. Avery's able to find the first blood. As of course, it's the second we turn our attention away over to another angle. On the other side, number one's making for a nice little flank play as well. That can develop. That could be scary inside of full blue. They're going to be forced to start to push forward, and well, here you go. The push starts to come through. But now just one lone player left alone. Now a 2v1. Number 7 is able to get away, push through dark. Question is, do you push to A, or I guess apparently you commit back to B, and maybe it's a play that you would expect Old Family to sort of push over to that A side with you going through dark like that, but Insanity, I mean, you have a free plan on A. I don't think he knows that, but you at least get one. And now you run over to... No, never mind. You challenge B. And you get the win on unfortunate timing for kind of pushing out from B, transitioning to a retake on A, I think, at that point. Insanity. With big brain plays, apparently. I don't want to say that was the perfect play, because there's a few scenarios where I think that doesn't go your way, and fortunately, it's really just out of Old Family Esports. They really were committed until the last second, and it's just the second he started to move, Insanity just gets the timing right. And that player in the back. And off we go. Next round. Pulse flew up 3-1 now. And no, it's not what you wanted to. I honestly don't even know what that clipped either, to be honest with you. I would be baffled. Just the smallest little pixel of a barbed wire there or something. Insanity from the top table, find 1. Well, you see Insanity also on a streak too. We saw Quacks earlier on a streak of 5. Insanity now on a streak of 4. So again, cruise potential, it is certainly there. You may not need it so far, but it certainly does not hurt to have in your back pocket. These Old Family is going to need to make a move, and Insanity now with 1, Quacks with 1 as well. And well, everyone fall. I can't even change players. Insanity off 1 from a cruise. And it's pretty much just a full wipe of a round. I don't think Pulse Blue had a single player drop that round. And now it's 4-1. Pulse Blue in a very good position so far in this map too. All about these opening duels on these B hits. Always looking for a first blood. And you know, it's not like it's tricky to know where these players are. It's just a matter of just who has the straightest shots. And well, there you go. Insanity. Guasi is able to find 2 over by A. That opens things up. And yeah, that call's being made. Hey, push A. But that may not even matter on the other end. You get the 2-piece. We caught the tail end of that. And you thought it was going to be, you know, a force plant on A there, but just like that, nope. We're just going to win it on the kills. Quick, just like that. They're dying in pairs. It's one of those things where you have the buddy system and you hope you can get the trade there. Didn't happen on A. Couldn't get it done on B. Has 2 big 2-pieces and Insanity with that cruise as well. Everyone else on sort of lower streaks, but nonetheless still streaks. For the side of Pulse Blue and what could be the final round here. Rahim's able to find one on the one side. Always now trying to win his gunfight. Doesn't happen. Now it's a 2v2. Rahim and Avery left alone in the 2v2 against Kwasi and Y there. And time ticking down as this clock, my left ear, starts to say, and well, just like that, you find one. You get the eye line of the second. Teammate wins the gunfight, and that is what you wanted to see. That's what you needed. You get one more on the board. The question now becomes, can you find 4 more? On the other end, Pulse Blue just need 1 round. This map 2 is theirs. Whole family, they got a long road ahead of them. If they want to come out on top of this S&D, if they want to tie up the series. This is the best of 5. Map 3, we will see. Always now, unfortunately, going to be the first to drop. Trying to be a little bit of a speed demon there. Doesn't work out. Does get caught. Cruz. Force Old Family to sort of reposition, move around, and really just stay in their back spot and giving Pulse Blue pretty much full control over A and at least a look over towards B. Now it is a 2v4. For him and Avery, I mean, similar situation. You're able to clutch up on a 2v2, but now tall task, tall order here. It is not going to happen. They will fall with that. Pulse Blue walks away with a nice convincing 6-2 S&D win. Again, it's best of 5, so there's one more map at least guaranteed. Pulse Blue, they can end it there, end it on the next one. Whole Family Esports. They'll have to go on the reverse sweep if they're looking for that first place. Pulse Blue, they find themselves in a very comfortable position heading into map 3. Search and destroy. (6-2). Get that on the board for you. Get that there, and well, you can see Vista Hardpoint. What will come up to next. 6-star Hardpoint, kind of tossed up in the air a little bit. Search and destroy Rio. The whole family, they're going to really have to fight to see that map. But off we go. Vista now loading up here. Whole Family Esports. Going to want to come out flying because Pulse Blue, I mean, even after the round 1 of the... or round 2, whatever it was that Quacks just went flying out. Like, Pulse Blue is confident. Now the question is, are they confident? Is that really rightfully so? Will that be their downfall? Time to find out. Pulse Blue, Whole Family Esports, Vista Hardpoint now underway. The grand finals here of the Whole Family Modern Warfare 3 tournaments. Proudly brought to you by Exalted Gaming. Grab the back. Wasi, a nice little nade there. Comes in, challenges the point. A nice little pick there as well. You get one with the nade, get one with the nade. Now we're just looking for one with the hands there. Doesn't happen there. Crazy finding 2. Always now finding 1 in the mix there as well, and finding another. And you break down Pulse's Blue control over on that P1. You see yourselves with their early lead. But we've seen this before. They just have to keep up the momentum. Sandy going to be challenging this point. For him, it's going to get a nice little win, but the trades are good, and it is pretty much a 3-man control over there, over by Pulse Blue. Yeah, we got control over this point, and now for them, just kind of flood out just a little bit, I think. Boys now will fall. This whole family Esports trying to push over still toward P2, but for them now, they start to spawn out. Avery needs to have a big gunfight win there. Does not happen. And it just scraps over by P2. Number 4 just going to ditch that and say, hey, I'm going to help the rest of my team out going towards next. And some points slip by. And Sandy's expecting this player play from bottom. And yeah, you're going to be catching them off guard as well. Teammates spawning in the back. Pulse Blue with the control. Lead change coming through. It was basically a tied scoreline in the end of P2. Start to see Pulse Blue with a massive control over P3 here. And well, if you can chain this together with P4, that is huge. Cracks in the back. Yeah, a little bit of a trade there, but there's the whole family putting on some pressure onto that point, and now you start to push over towards next if you are going to continue this run of breaking down this point if you can. Pulse Blue, not a massive lead so far, but still a lead nonetheless. Have control over towards P4 here as well. You can see that setup. Everyone's spanning around. No one's hopping the point. There you go, Guasi. That call is made saying, hey, someone's got to hop the point. No point in having control if we aren't getting points on the board. And well, oh, number 2 maybe slipping by. Well, now it starts to go up, but there was a moment there where those two hit the point. And you have control, but unfortunately it doesn't quite work out that way. It's kind of one of those things where you look at the mini map and you know we have all the information, but they do not. So you can see what the plays that could have been. Could have been like. But still about a 20-point lead now for the side of Pulse Blue. Avery, nice little pick there, but the kills over towards Pulse Blue should secure themselves a good hefty amount of free time on this objective as whole family start to mount up an attack onto the P5 here. But just like that, old family just breaks them down. And again, Pulse Blue, they got a free 5 seconds or so off of that P4 really, but whole family still able to fight back and, well, yeah, say, hey, you got 5 free seconds, but the rest of it is not going to be free. You're going to have to fight for it. Pulse Blue fighting back, able to reclaim control. They should maintain a lead heading into the P1 second set of rotations now. Oh, and an unfortunate teammate. Crazy. Right over the top there, all the way over to the other side of the map where you hit your teammate who was on the flank. Not what you like to see, and now it just kind of forces whole family's hand to really just hit from the front. They don't have any big plays developing on the side, so they have to start to develop it once more. I can go for a little bit of challenge against Avery. Avery's going to win that, and oh, maybe some snakes over there in the grass. Not half of the gap as we've seen on map 1 there. The whole family really stepping up. They've come out here to play. It's only a 35-point difference at this point, and while heading into P2, looking like it's going to be a little bit closer even. Guasi, I mean, chilling at 21 and 16, pretty all right, and Overall, both blue, they've been slaying a little bit here. You know, Glossy there at 21-17. You have Insanity at 13-19. Wyatt 18-13. But it's not. I don't think it's been as massive in the slaying department as it was in the map 1. No one's been on those massive streaks to lock in cruises. I don't think we're looking at any cruises, so I could be wrong about that. No cruise there. Quacks, no cruise. Nope, no cruises on the side of Pulse Blue, so you just have to win it with the gunny here. And well, there is a potential for a lead change. I don't think we'll see it, but it'll be basically just about an even scoreline heading over towards next. Always Nile just chilling in the far back. A nice pick there, and well, you get some control over toward the next hill. If you're at the side of Old Family, is that comeback potential that you like to see as they sort of get set up? It's just a matter of, can you keep both blue at bay? Can you hold them off? And if you can, for how long? Crazy in the back. You get one, not able to get the second. Would have loved to see that. Quacks being a danger. Speaking up, making some noise. Well, there's the break from the side of Pulse Blue. Maintaining that lead, not letting it slip through their fingers. They start to see themselves drawing closer and closer to that magical 250 number. The 250 mark. We're almost at the 200. And just like that, a few shots going back and forth. Trades are there for the side of Pulse Blue. There's battles going down all over the map. Someone's got to touch the hill. Whole family will be there briefly. Always now. A good pick there as well. You just need your teammates to watch your back. If you can secure the front, that's great. But 2 drop, 2 go down. Avery left alone. He's going to drop as well. Crazy with the pistol in hand. You're able to get at least one, but you don't have the momentum. You don't have the manpower to keep going. And now, Pulse Blue cross over that 200-point mark. Whole family down by 50 points as a lead does start. I mean, I guess it's been there, but in terms of a massive lead, one in which you kind of see yourselves in an unrecoverable state. It's really reaching that point now, as it is the biggest lead that we've really seen throughout this map. As Pulse Blue with a 50-point lead now. It's Old Family that needs to fight, and again, they need to have a reverse sweep if they want to win this. They need to win this map. Otherwise, it's over. It's done. 2 more shots going down, and well, it is Old Family still staying alive, but just barely. Crazy. A nice win against Insanity there. Well, he's going to be just chucked away in the cubby. At this point, still somehow alive. At this point, Pulse Blue, they can't win on this hill. Old Family, they're bringing the map back. They want to force that map 4. And it is a back and forth we go. So it's number 3 now on P1. Hopping off of there, able to find one, but the challenge is there from the side of Pulse Blue. Pulse Blue trying to just inch closer and closer to a win here, but it is Old Family climbing back. They're so close to the 200-point mark. And they can't win on this hill. Pulse Blue still can, though. That is 3 down. Avery left to maybe make a big play. I think, yeah, Quacks is going to see you, but he doesn't win the gunfight. And there you go. That's just a nice little 3 in the feed. And to keep the dream alive still, you cross the 200-point mark, and now things start to become a lot more tangible here. A dream that can become a reality. There is certainly potential there. Oh, now a nice kill there. Trying to dive away. But now the P2 second set of rotations starting to come through, and I think there's some frantic plays coming out of Pulse Blue. But they do get the kills to the knees, start to get some control. A little bit of breathing room now as it's only 5 seconds away. Oh, the wall bang. I didn't know you could do that, but now I do. And certainly so does whole family. But they stopped the clock. 2:45 now for Pulse Blue. Whole family, they're fighting, they're clawing their way. But I think it might be done now. Number 3, last one to really have a threat, to really have potential to upset. Does fall and does drop, and just like that, there you go. Pulse Blue walking away with a chip on their shoulder. Walking away with a trophy. And a nice, I would say clean, but that hard point was looking like that was going to be, you know, one of those ones where it haunts you in your sleep. But 250, 234 sees Pulse Blue walk away with a tournament victory here. 250, 234. Winning the whole family Modern Warfare 3 tournament. Taking home the first place prize. I don't really know exactly what it is, but it's certainly going to be some nice extra change there. Again, this all brought to you, kind of sponsored by Exalted Gaming. Again, couldn't really have done it without them. But GG is all around overall for the teams that were playing playing here. Hopefully we'll get to run it back, run it again. You know, get some storylines going, because, you know, again, this was really, I want to say, a Cinderella story for Old Family Esports a little bit. They were dropped down to losers at the very beginning, sent down to the best of 1 bracket and losers. They made that run. They got to grand finals. Unfortunately, just could not close out a map there. Could not match the firepower of Pulse Blue. On the other end, a little bit of a different story. Pulse Blue, they just ran through the winner's side. You know, the winner's finals. They had a contest there from Legend of Six Crimson. Legend of Six, they were hungry. They will fall to the 3rd place position. I think they wanted to see the rematch against Pulse Blue, but Pulse Blue ultimately facing up against Old Family Esports here. Oh, we got some confirmation on the prizing. For $100 for the winners, $50 for Grand Finals MVP. That's what you like to see. Once again, hopefully we get to run it back here. Hope you guys enjoyed my casting as well. I'll do a little bit of shout out for myself here as well, if no one minds here. But always feel free to hit me up for casting and stuff like that. Always a pleasure. Twitter is at DC Trig for those of you who like to look that up. Again, always a fun time casting. Again, maybe Old Family Esports will have me back for future casting here. But overall, nice display of games all around. And congrats to Pulse Blue for winning it. Well, GG's to Old Family coming in second. You know, you may not have won it, but it's one of the things where you just have your eyes on number 1 now. You know you can get there. You know you have potential. You're just looking for that chip. But with that being said, again, GG's all around. We're going to send it here to a nice little raid, I think, in a little bit. Till then, we'll just toss it with some replays and some highlights.